Hello everyone, I am Pragya. Today I will be covering an important game from the FIDE candidates round 3 of the tournament, and this game is played between Grandmaster Sindarov as a white and Grandmaster Praggnanandhaa as black. So let's begin. The game started with Praggnanandhaa playing d4. Sindarov replied d5, c4 and e6 by Sindarov, knight c3 by Praggnanandhaa and bishop e7. This is known as Alatorsev Petrosian variation of Queen's Gambit declined. Praggnanandhaa played knight f3, knight f6 and bishop f4 by Praggnanandhaa. This is Harvard's attack. This is most common played now. Before, in the Queen's Gambit, bishop g5 was famous, but this also gives a very playing positions. Now, black castles e3 by Praggnanandhaa, c5 by Javukher, d into c5 by Praggnanandhaa, bishop into c5, a3, knight c6, queen c2, rook e8, bishop g5, pinning the queen, d4 by Javukher, bishop into f6, queen takes bishop, knight e4, queen f5, h4 by Praggnanandhaa attacking the bishop. Now Javukher played knight into b4. Instead of moving his bishop back, he took the pawn with the knight, a into b4, attacking the bishop, and now bishop takes b4, check. King d1, so white can't castle in the game. This position looks far better as a black. Let's see what happens in the game. D into e3 by Javukher, bishop d3, thinking that white can remove this knight and attack the queen. So Javukher plays queen g6, getting a support from the pawn and also attacking this g2 pawn. Praggnanandhaa takes e3 with his pawn, f5 by Javukher attacking the knight. Knight moves to g3, bishop c5, now queen c3. It is an inaccuracy. Here e4 was best, but let's see what happens in the game further. e5 by Jabukir. Bishop c2, e4, attacking the knight. Knight d2, rook d8, pinning the king, pinning the knight, and white removes the pin by playing king c1. Black plays queen g5, rook e1, bringing the rook in the play and also supporting the pawn. Queen e7 by black. Rook e2 is an inaccuracy. Here rook d1 was best. Bishop b4 by Jabukir, attacking the queen. Queen b2, a5, knight b3, rook a6. You can see that now black found how to open his rook and bring it into the play. Knight d4 by Praggnanandhaa. Queen g5. It's an inaccuracy. g6 was best. King b1 by Praggnanandhaa. h5 by Sindarov. You can see that Jabukir Sindarov is like playing all over the board from all the sides, not just from one side. He is covering like all over the place. So here Praggnanandhaa plays king a2, h4 by Sindarov, knight f1, bishop d7, rook d1, rook c8, knight d2, rook b6, and in the time scramble here Praggnanandhaa makes a big blunder. He played c5, which is a blunder. Here rook b1 was best, but he played c5, to which Sindarov replied with rook takes pawn. White plays another blunder and it's queen b3 check. Instead, he could have gone for knight c4, this move, but he played queen b3, which is a blunder. King h8 by Sindarov, moving the king away from the check. Queen f7 by Praggnanandhaa. This is a mistake. Here, king b1 was best, but he played queen f7. To this, Jabukir took the bishop and gave check. king b1. Here you might be thinking that white can take this rook with the knight. But no, because Jawahir then play this bishop e6 check move and grab this queen. This is the reason that Praggnanandhaa moved his king to b1 instead of taking this rook with the knight. Okay, so now Sindarov grabs d2, rook takes rook, bishop into rook. Sindarov is capturing all the pieces. Now king a2, bishop takes e3, queen into d7, bishop into d4, queen into d4, queen f6. And this is move 40. On the completion of move 40, Praggnanandhaa resigned because after this exchange, or without even exchange, the position of white is worse. Black has extra pawns and it's a winning position for Jawahir Sindarov. Nothing can be done over here. So this was the game from round 3 of the candidates, and this was a loss for Indian Grandmaster Praggnanandhaa. Jawahir and Grandmaster Fabiano Caruana is leading the tournament till now. I will be covering more games, so stay tuned and thank you.